Hello and welcome to my gameplay of Shadowverse. As you may or may not know, Weebstone has just been recently released on Steam, which gives me plenty impetus to record it now that I'm back into the whole recording things for YouTube again. So I figured we'd start with something light and cancerous, and with a standard Stormhaven deck we go, as I try to rank up to A2. I still haven't gotten Garuda, which I really should, considering that this is the deck that I'm running, and I'm currently maining to A2. But don't blame me! I wasn't the one who didn't introduce any good cards for Dragon this expansion. Blame Cygames, because Dragon is my main, and there's just no good Dragon decks out right now. I've been experimenting with the Face Dragon deck, and it's been doing okay, but... and by experimenting, I mean net decking, because I'm not nearly good enough at the game to make my own decks yet. I'm just gonna admit it right now. I moved here from Hearthstone, so I still have some learning to do. But I am at A1, hoping to get to at least to A3. Or, is there even an A3? I actually don't know what the rankings are, but I want to get to Masters eventually. And I feel like that's not an unachievable dream, considering the fact that ranks don't reset. So we're playing against Swordcraft, and I'm definitely going to keep my 1 mana Pinion Prayer. But what I don't know if I'm going to keep or not is the Hallowed Dogma. It seems like it's good enough, considering that I get to speed up the Pinion Prayer if I need to get presence on board and hit face. Priest of the Cudgel is a questionable keep because it's 4 mana, it's a bit late. But I think against Swordcraft it's really good to, banish things that I don't need. The only problem is against Floral Fencer, I guess gets bodied because Floral Fencer just evolves and I just get wrecked. But turn 1, starting first, I'll definitely keep Pinion Prayer and Hallowed Dogma, I think. I'll just keep the Priest of the Cudgel, see how it goes. I think the Priest of the Cudgel could be good in banishing the minions that Swordcraft can puke out onto the board. Starting with Pinion Prayer, obviously, and just going with the curve for now. I don't think there's anything he can play on 1 that'll make him play a Blackened Scripture. So I'll just go with the Hallowed Dogma here. And that's a Divine Birdsong, that's very good. 3. Go with the Hallowed Dogma, we get the Hound. Alright, so this gives us some versatility on turn 4. Actually, we don't actually unlock our Evolve Crystals, or Evolve Orbs. On turn 4. We unlock them on turn 5 for us since we're going first. So in Shadowverse, you unlock your Evolve Orbs 1 turn late if you're going first against, as opposed to the second player, and you get 1 less as well. That's the price you pay for having a tempo advantage starting first, or turn advantage, I suppose. The second player also draws 2 cards in his first turn instead of 1. I guess I'll play Divine Birdsong, which is a countdown to summon a Regal Falcon, which is a 3/4 with Storm. So this deck is definitely a Storm deck. It just creates a bunch of eagles with Storm and just punches face. Now, I think I'll just go with the Divine Birdsong, because, I mean, the other option is to just Blackened Scripture this and go for face, or Heavenly Hound and attack, which would give me some more board presence or give me some more damage on the face, but I think the Birdsong is quite valuable here. Just because the Storm follower that generates is just really strong. I actually really like the card out of Regal Falcon in the first place. I think it's freaking majestic, represents freedom. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to play our Evolve Orbs next turn, so we'll have to wait for turn 5. Aesthetic Knight, here we go. I know it's Aesthetic Knight, he's very aesthetic. I have to admit. Yeah, I'm not going to play Priest here. Priest is really good when you play him on the turn where you get a Evolve Orb, because otherwise it's way too easy for Swordcraft. For example, right now, he could play something, evolve it, and then run it into my Priest, and there goes my removal tool, and I only have my Blackened Scripture left. So what I can do now is... Hand is not that good, is it? Okay, well, I'm gonna unlock my Birdsong next turn anyway. I might just play the Priest for the body, but I think more likely I can just do Hound Scripture and then hit face. The Hound is also really good when I also have a Evolved Follower, because it gives me Ward. And actually that Ward might be useful against Swordcraft. So that might be something to take into consideration in this matchup. But I don't think I want to sacrifice my Cudgel here. I think I'll definitely play the Hound. And... do I want to actually banish one of these? Actually, I think I can hold off on it, and I'll just play the Sacred Play. With this deck, you have so many early drops, and you puke them out so much that it's really important to have card draws. So let's just get that on the field early, and if we draw a Hallowed Dogma, then all the better. But probably next turn we'll play the Cudgel, the Priest, and then we'll just banish some dudes. Royal Banner is a bit of an issue, thank God I didn't play the Priest this turn, otherwise I would have just gotten destroyed by a evolve into ramming into the Priest. He'll still evolve. He'll probably hit face. If I'm
Is that the best you can do?
If he doesn't, then he, okay. So that's exactly what I thought he would do. Alright. See, what I'll do this time is just play Priest. This is why Priest is so valuable. Clear Swordcraft board so easily. Evolve, banish this, and then with the evolve, now that I can't attack face, but I can attack the board. So it gives a minion rush when you evolve it.
Well, aren't you something?
And then rush is different from Storm, that Storm's gonna attack face and rush is gonna attack oh my. And then we just hit face, and it looks like we've won the game, unless he has something really scary, which I don't think he has anything that can wreck us right now. Little Grudge doesn't quite do it.
What in the conflict is everything?
Oh yeah, this counts as a commander, so he can't actually trade into it, which is a bit of a problem. The good thing is I do have access to a moon right now, so I'm just gonna play the moon, which has Storm, and heals himself at the end of the turn, which is pretty good. Especially in this
drives me nuts.
Attacking face. So this is pretty standard aggro cancer. And it's a valuable strategy in this game because you only have 20 health compared to Hearthstone's 30. So it is a strategy that works out more often than not. The whole aggro thing, especially since low health pools and large decks, 40 cards, 30 Hearthstone.
My friends, lovely day for a fight.
That you can't discard.
It won't be long now.
That knight is aesthetic. You seeing his hair? This leads us into a black inscription. Now, if we don't have anything that can deal damage, wow, okay, that's not so good. But I think I've won, right? Or I just Beast Call here, Hallowed Dogma, and the Gruda would have won it for me next turn anyway. In the end, Hallowed Dogma again, and then we just hit face with the bird, and that is a win, and that's showcasing how powerful this deck is. And I don't know. I mean, if you're a newer Shadowverse player, this may be valuable to you, but for people who are in the higher ranks, this is obvious. Stormhaven is insane, and that's kind of funny because Haven used to be so very bad before Darkness Evolved came out, and then they just got all these tools. Beast Call Arya, that 2-mana amulet with a countdown 3 that summons both a Holy Flame Tiger and a Holy Falcon. Just insane. And of course Garuda, the 6-mana 4/4 that deals 3 damage to the opponent and reduces a countdown amulet by 3 whole turns. It's just nuts. So Haven just got propelled straight up to the top, and with Seraph also, in Statute Seraph, and Elana's Prayer, obviously. It's just insane. Now don't blame me for playing these decks. I'm a free-to-play, by the way, so the only cards that I mean, Haven was the only deck that I could actually craft for, since I liquefied a lot of other things to craft my Dragon deck before Darkness Evolved came out. And Darkness Evolved came out, and Dragon became terrible, and then I became a sad man, and then Haven came along. So basically, I still consider myself a Dragon main, but I've been playing Haven to rank up since I actually do want to win. Believe it or not. So, playing against another Haven deck, this could be either Elana, Seraph, or Storm like mine. No turn 1, unfortunately, and no good turn 2 either. I mean, I could just play Hound. I think I will. In this case, even though Hound has an effect, it's best to just go for it and play Hound for the tempo, for the board presence, to attack face. Actually, now that I have main you, I'll play main you on turn 2. Can't be affected by Black Inscripture, and myriad of other effects, so this is just a bit of Unica. You are annoying. I was going to attack face with main you and just play Divine Birdsong, but in this case I might just have to kill the Unica and play Divine Birdsong. But I will still play Divine Birdsong. Another option is to just play Heavenly Hound for the immediate board presence next turn, but I think I can protect myself enough with my Black Inscriptures to justify the Birdsong. The only problem is I have to worry about card draw from Sacred Plea, and with Unica, I can almost guarantee you that this is an Elana deck, so... And Prison Priestess, of course. Okay, so we need to go fast. Into the face. Into the face we go. We're starting first again, which is something that I'm not entirely happy about. I actually like doing second more. I feel like the extra evolve point is actually incredibly valuable. We'll just go with this, though. We need to run him over before Elana comes down on the board. And he could just play Elana this turn, and it wouldn't surprise me. Here we go. Here we go. That's a good play. Okay, so next turn he probably has a Healing Angel and Rabbit Healer in his hand, so I assume that's what he's gonna play, and that would make sense to me. I need to run him down, so I'm just gonna play Priest this turn. I can't afford not to.
Your evil deeds end now.
And I will evolve my Falcon.
You were done for.
And just hit this. The problem with this is that he gets to heal up, but it doesn't matter because in this game, even if you heal for 0, it still procs Elana's. Which I don't think that's something that should happen, but it's something that does happen. There's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. And I don't have any amulet removal in this deck, so we're just gonna have to rush face and hope, pray that he doesn't have what he needs. There's what I was afraid of, the Healing Angel into the Unica. Unica is not that scary for me right now, but he will evolve the Healing Angel and probably just run it into
Love remedies all.
Priest, which is a bit scary.
What in the...
I was gonna play Moon. Can I afford to play Moon? I don't think I can afford to play Moon, because he'll just run me over with Monastic Healing Water, Rabbit Healers, that Priest guy, forgot his name. So, as much as I want to play Moon right now, I don't know if I can afford it. What I could also do is play Moon, evolve it, run it into the Healing Angel, it'll heal up, but then I have to run my Hound into Unica, otherwise he'll just heal and proc the Elanas. And I think that might actually be the best play, because otherwise I'm wasting so much mana. I'd play Black and Scripture and nothing else, and I'd still have to kill the Unica. So I feel like this is actually my best option.
The moon drives me crazy.
Just to play Moon, evolve it,
The real battle begins.
and instead of going face,
Oh, the
gives me
moonlight drives
12
me nuts.
damage, not quite enough unfortunately.
It's such an eyesore.
I have to run it into this, has to
Whoa,
kill Unica,
such size.
and just hit face. I'm content with that. And that's the good thing about Moon, is that it heals all its damage at the end of the turn, but I'm a bit afraid that she's just gonna run me over with her board presence with that Priest guy. Themis is also something that I should have taken into account, and that was my bad for not doing so. It just didn't cross my mind for some reason, and I'm probably gonna get run over. But at the same time, if I didn't do that, I think I still had to do that, because otherwise I would be completely behind. I just have to play my outs. Angelic Barrage is completely useless now that Elana's is on the table, so I might as well just play with the Hound here. Because Rabbit Healer will just heal up immediately and buff, so there's no point in keeping the Angelic Barrage, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong though, since I am still just a pretty new player. So, I guess if I end up losing this game, it'll just showcase to you how broken all Havencraft decks are. And I'm not saying that they're not broken. Just because I play Havencraft doesn't mean I'm a defendant of it. I think Haven is absolutely busted in many forms. And here we go, he's going to run me over here. Unfortunately, my deck doesn't actually run
The real battle begins.
any large removals like Themis. I think the largest cost card in my deck is actually Garuda. And that's the only card in my 6 slots, so I am actually getting bodied. Absolutely bodied. I think I might as well concede at this point, right? But we'll just stick it through, stick with it, and see
golden wings will
how this progresses. Just to show you how the Storm versus Elana matchup can play out, and what cards he can end up playing. That 5-mana Priest, I assume, is going to be coming down this turn. That heals you for 3 and draws you a card, or is it heals you for 2?
Let me show you
Quite remember.
something.
This increases. Digging for a second one. Radiant Angel, that's the one. That's the one. Heals for 3, draws a card. And we are getting screwed. Yep. Probably kind of give up at this point. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any way out, because he probably has tons more heals in his hand anyway. So... And no matter what I do to his board, I'm just going to get destroyed. So I think it's time to concede. And that'll be that.
I have lost.
So there you go. I actually do think that Elana Haven counters Storm Haven. But they are both S tier decks. and I do have both of them built, so I guess I'm the true villain of the story. Well, I think that's it for this video, just to show you that I am indeed playing Shadowverse, now that it's on Steam. Shadowverse is a lot like Hearthstone, more weeby, and I honestly think a little better designed. I'm not gonna lie, a lot less RNG, a lot less frustrating. Still has its fair share of broken cards, especially in this new expansion with Haven and Forestcraft especially. But if you're new to Shadowverse, I will be explaining most of what the cards do, and if you want me to, or if you have any comments about how I do the commentary, like if I should slow down and explain each of the cards more in depth, or if it's fine as it is right now, because I am trying to explain the mechanics for people who are coming over from Hearthstone or from other card games and haven't quite found out about the game that is Shadowverse yet. So if you have any feedback on that, I would be very glad to hear about it. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed yourself, or if you didn't, you don't have to either. That's fine too. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.